Hi everyone, I am back again. So this is another giveaway prize that I won back in May that I was fortunate enough to receive, and I'm very grateful for it. So this one is from, I hope I'm pronouncing this correctly, Girija Calligraphy on Instagram. I'll put her details below in the description, and it was in conjunction with Ferris Press. So the giveaway was for a Carousel fountain pen and for a 38 ml bottle of their standard inks. So I've already inked it up and undone it. I got the French Vanilla Carousel fountain pen with a medium nib. It's a pull-off, push-on cap, quite firm. It's a very lightweight pen, and I have been writing with it just to see what it was like, and the nib is surprisingly smooth. Like I was expecting it to be nice but not great, if that makes sense. And I was pleasantly surprised. So the nib on it writes beautifully. It's an all plastic pen, except for the nib. You can post it as well. And I'd hopefully, hang on, can you see a close-up of the nib? The nibs on them have all this sort of detail. As you know, Ferris Press, well, if you don't know, Ferris Press put a lot of thought into their packaging with gold foiling. It's probably the nicest packaging of an ink brand and pens out there, I think, on the market. So that was the pen. I got the Storied Blue, which is a beautiful soft blue. I actually swatched it yesterday for my 30 inks 30 days. But I thought I'd come on here and just show you the pen and ink and swatch it with you, and see what you think. So my notebook is getting quite full now. This is the one that I started when I started my channel, and it is filling up rather quickly. So I'll just stamp my ink bottle. I probably should have done that before so the ink had enough time to dry really before I start swatching, but anyway. So that's that. This is actually, this stamp set is from Darkroom Door Rubber Stamps. It is this ink, and it's called Pen and Ink. The set is DDRS 227. I know people have asked me about that before. It's designed by a Rachel Gregg. So, and this is the one that I tend to use the most, but they've got some really lovely, sorry about the light, they've got some really lovely stamps in this. It comes with quite a few. So that's that. Yeah, I've been entering a lot of giveaways on Instagram. So for those of you that don't know, Instagram has heaps and heaps of giveaways that people do, whether it's businesses or personal accounts. And it's a nice way of trying things if you haven't got the money to spend on products. And just, it doesn't take any time at all to sign up for them. So this is how I've won these two. I entered a lot, mind you. I had a bit of a quiet day and I just went on and entered just about everything. So this is what the bottle looks like. It has like a brass nut sort of lid on the top. So it has gold foiling on the label on the back, Storied Blue. It's a 38 ml bottle of ink. So let's swatch this. Okay. I thought this was a really pretty colour. It actually, yesterday when I swatched it, it almost had like a grey undertone to it as well, which was really lovely to see. a little bit of that chroma shading sort of effect, I guess you could say. So this pen, it's very, very light. It's probably one of the lightest pens I've got. However, it writes really well. So I don't, for those of you that haven't tried these pens, they're a good, relatively inexpensive fountain pen to try. I think in Australia they retail for about $45. I'm not sure what it is in Canada and the US and the UK. But yeah, quite reasonably priced and smooth nib, writes really well. So this is the Ferris wheel press Carousel fountain pen. In French vanilla. Mine has a medium nib. Oh, see, mucking it all up already. So even in this medium nib, I can see it's got a little bit of shading going on, which is really nice to see. I think it's quite nice. So, I mean, just while that ink dries and everything, but it's a really lovely pen. Let's have a look at it, just the specs of it, and see. So, hang on, I'm going to have to push this up a bit more. So here, so let's have a look. When it is capped, the pen measures roughly 127 millimeters. Uncapped, it measures approximately, I want to say 117 millimeters. And then posted, it measures probably about 143 millimeters. And then as far as girth, let's have a look. It measures, I'd say, probably around 10 millimeters. So it's quite a compact and lightweight little pen. Others that we can bring in for comparison are Lamy Safari. So it's quite a bit shorter than a Lamy Safari. TWSBI Go. Let's have a look at a TWSBI Go. Yeah, it's even shorter than a TWSBI Go. So I'm just trying to think what else could I, oh, I'll pull out a Sailor Pro Gear and see how it measures compared to that. Oops. So it's, if you've got a Sailor Pro Gear Slim, it measures just a fraction longer than that, and probably similar sort of girth as well. So that gives you a bit of an indication as to the size of the pen. I don't have any scales to actually weigh it to let you know what it weighs, but it is probably one of the lightest. It's even lighter than, oh, it's probably similar weight to a Pilot Kakuno actually. If you've got one of these in your collection, it's similar weight to that. So let's have a look here. Still drying, but as you can see, like, it's just got a little bit of those grey undertones to that blue. It's really, really pretty. So really, really quite thankful for this price. Well, not quite thankful, I am very thankful for it. Ferris wheel press inks are really lovely quality. Some of them tend to be on the drier side, some of them tend to be more saturated. This is a non-shimmer ink, so it flows really well. I can see you could probably put this in just about any pen actually. I'd probably like steer away from more extra fine and fine nib pens with using lighter inks, only because I find them really hard to see when you put them down on paper. But in a medium nib, it's quite good. You can see it really well. I imagine what it'd be like in a broad nib or a stub nib. I think you would see even more of that shading in your writing. So yeah, so that's what I have for you today, folks. I hope you have enjoyed this. Let me know your thoughts on the ink, what you think of it. And thank you so much for following along and watching. And I'll put all the details of the Instagram accounts and handles where I won this prize, so you can go and follow them as well. But thank you so much to everyone who has watched this video, everyone who subscribes. I really, really appreciate it. And I hope wherever you are in the world that you're having a lovely day or evening. Until next time, guys, take care. Bye.